All right, so we're here with a textured dinosaur. I just opened my file. This is a file that has subdivision 5, which is a pretty heavy model. And I am going to export out the texture, the color texture. We already exported out the displacement on the normal map. So I'm gonna try using this painted texture. I could spend more time on it, but it's good for now. So I'm gonna go and under minimize my geometry here. I'm gonna go under my UV map, making sure that I'm using at least 2048. 496 will actually be a better size texture, but I'm gonna try to keep it simple for my rendering purposes in Maya. And I'm gonna go here to texture map. And here under the create section, I'm gonna say new from polypaint. That way it creates a new texture file, just like an unwrapped version of it. You can see it right there. That shows all the different characteristics of it. And then that'll allow me to create a file to export out. So I'm gonna go see, actually clone the texture, and that creates a backup of it, and that backup gets saved to my texture folder. You have to clone it, otherwise you cannot export it out. With that, you ended up having it added here to your textures. You can select on it, making sure you are the other one you have selected, and then you say export. That way you'll just create your I'm gonna put here my dino body. I'm gonna save it as a TIFF underscore color, and then I'm gonna just save that file. And with this, I can go back into my Maya file, which is right here. And let me show it as a shaded. I have some lighting going on there. I must go and connect. Here is the one that has a displacement, so I'll connect the color to it. I'm gonna connect my file there, and I'm gonna connect my. Actually, has to go back and this is something that I was trying to do before. All right, so I'm gonna try to do and grab my file from the location where it's saved, put it in the right folder in my Maya project. So here is my folder here. I have it out from actually ZBrush. Just grab it here. That is my color file. Not too big. If I open it up, the rest, I can open up in Photoshop if wanted. And I'm gonna go back here to my Maya project under my source images. I'm gonna paste it there. Go back here, and then you see my color characters right there. Open it up, and hopefully they're gonna assign to my dinosaur. This slide, I'm not totally sure why is there. I'm just gonna hide it for now, delete it. Try to render my scene here. You see it refreshes. Seems to be having issues. Taking a little while to render. All right. So this one seems to be off for some reason. And my first suspicion is that my texture is upside down. So I'm just gonna double check on my UV map. And you can see that it seems to be upside down because ZBrush, when you export it out, it exports it backwards. So you need to flip it. So a good way of flipping it here would be for us to go here under the placement node and then you translate the frame in V as even moving it -1, and then you say mirror V. If that takes care of it, let me double check it here. I'm gonna use UV editor again. Should be doing it, but it's not doing it. Double check. Oh, I did it to the opposite one, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I did it to the displacement map. Not good. That one is 0. And then I'm just gonna keep it off the way it was. Then do it on this one. The one that's connected to the color. I was going to say, let's see, hopefully this time it has it. Negative 1, I'm mirroring V. And go and click on it. And there it is. Yeah, it is fits it correctly. If you flip it or move it. So now we can go and test it out. Let me see if I can just go in my render window. Hopefully it'll take a few seconds to do it. There it is. And I'm gonna go a bit closer now. I can see the material a bit too shiny, and I probably could go either in Photoshop or even in ZBrush and paint to modify the material. You simply black and white variation of it will allow you to paint it. You can do it in Photoshop very nicely. I want to do it here right now. I'm just going to just bring the roughness up a little bit so it's not completely wet. Let me test it render again. I want it to look semi-wet, but not completely shiny. That's my idea. Of course, I didn't paint any other parts but his body, and we need to go and paint his head. All right. So good, very good start for the picture of my guy. And I'm gonna leave it just there for now.